Hey guys, Sarah Payne here, Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I just wanted to take a few minutes and go over some of the things. I know a lot of you are excited about starting to share your journey because you have been extremely blessed by Plexus and you want to do the same for other people. So I'm going to go over just a few housekeeping things. I'm going to try to be quick, but get your pencil, get your paper ready, and let's do this. So the first thing I want to let you know is that in order to be paid by Plexus, the only thing you have to do is to be taking your products. You have to have 100 PV ordered for the month, and that's a triplex, guys. That's it. You just have to be consistently using your products to get paid. It's easy. You have no inventory. You don't have to do parties. We have that option to do events on Facebook all the time if you want to do that, but you don't have to do any of that. The biggest thing is going to be word of mouth and sharing on Facebook or on social media, whatever platform that you use, to let people know, hey, this is something that I'm doing and that I'm passionate about. So 100 PV, easy. The next thing I want you to do, I want you to get the app. It's called Plexus Engage. It has tons of resources for you. It has videos that you can send to people. It has an option to send samples to people, which we now have the option to send a 2-day active sample, which is really cool. I need to actually do that today. My app just updated with that in it. The app saves your contacts for you. Like if you send a sample to somebody, it saves it and it lets you know if somebody has followed your link. It lets you know if somebody has watched your video and how much of the video that they've watched that you sent them. And the coolest thing about that right now is if you send your enrollment link for them to become a wholesale customer through the app, they're automatically getting 10% off their welcome pack. So welcome packs are essentially $89 right now, and that's huge. Wholesale enrollment is $9.95 right now. That's a big deal because it's usually $39.95. So some really, really crazy stuff to help people get started. It's so easy and it's just so affordable for people right now. Next thing I want you to do, I have to write down my goals. If you could see, well, maybe I can show you my wall right here. All of my dreams and my goals and everything are right there on my wall. I have to see them every day to kind of make them a reality. So I want you to write down your goals right now. Is it to help 3 people and become what we call silver and get your products paid for? That's fine. That's great. Do you want to eventually be able to make a mortgage payment or a car payment? Write that down and put it somewhere where you can see it every day. Nothing is too small and nothing is too big. Dream as big as you want to dream if you want to do that. So write them down. I always, every month, have a goal to help at least 3 people. There's not been many months that I haven't been able to do that, but at least 3. Always be looking to help 3 people. And I want you to choose something this month that you need to work on, maybe something that gets you out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's, well, I will post 4 days a week this month because I'm not very good at posting. Or maybe it's, I will actually get on the telephone and help people with their enrollment process. I did that yesterday. It's kind of uncomfortable at first, but it's really helpful. And then you can make sure they know everything that they need to know while you have them on the phone. So just choose something that you want to work on this month and come up with a goal and write all of that down. Next thing I want you to do, and this is all on your own time, and just if you're curious, explore the comp plan. Plexus has an amazing comp plan, and there's so many ways that you get paid. There's so many bonuses that we get, and half the time people will message me and say, hey, I just got paid from Plexus and I don't know what it was for. And I'm like, I don't know either. Just say thank you, Lord, and go on. It's amazing. It's crazy sometimes. Look up Plexus Worldwide has a YouTube channel. Look up the Diamond documentaries. These men and women who had simple, normal lives like most of us do, who have become Plexus Diamonds and just been immensely blessed. It's amazing. Look some of those up. They're just so belief building. Training videos, there are so many. Brooke Hemingway is good. Emily Gibson, Emily Roberts is good. I like Abby Kappa. They are all Plexus women who have amazing trainings and amazing just realistic things that we can all do. I also like, oh, the name just left me. I'll have to think about it and remember it. And I want you to take all the opportunities that you get. You know, if you're on any of our upline pages, they're all the time having events or trainings or Zooms or IPA groups, which are income producing activity groups, posting challenges, things like that. Join those and just learn what the others are doing. There is a Plexus New Ambassador Academy on Facebook group, and they tell you everything you need to know, and it's led by some of the greatest people at Plexus at corporate. It's a really cool page to be in. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a few minutes to explore the back office with you, and I'm going to try not to spend too much time here because it can get daunting. So what I want you to do is get in here and get familiar on your own time with your back office. Let's see. I'm new at this screen sharing. Let me share my screen. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's your main page, right? You've logged in. Your little initials will be right here, or your little face if you've uploaded a picture like I have. You can go to my account. And this website is always so slow for me, but here we go. Be patient. So when you go to your account, this has everything that you need to know. It has your account ID here. You'll need that for like surveys or just different times. If you ever have to contact customer service, you might need it. All of your information that you have saved there, your ambassador details, which again has your ID and when you joined, your renewal date here, that will be when the $39.95 comes out next year for your wholesale enrollment. And then your sponsor's information, which could be me, it could be somebody else. All over here on the side, you have my orders. That'll be all of your order history. Payment, that's where you can change or update your credit cards. Address book, that's anywhere that you ever have your product shipped to. My subscription, I will go back to that in just a second. Your sampling link, you can use this if you ever want to send somebody the direct link to get to the page where all of the samples are that they can order. My site just reminds you what your website is, your referral link, whatever we want to call it. Mine is plexusworldwide.com/Sarah E. Payne. Whatever you created that when you signed up. Perks, I'll go back to that as well. So let's go to my subscription really quickly. And most of us have 2 subscriptions. You can have more than one, just so you know. If it is a burden for $100 for a 100 PV order to come out at one time at the month, you can split it up. A lot of people don't know that. You can do $50 at the first of the month and another $50 at the end of the month. As long as it equals 100 PV, by the time the month closes, you're going to be able to get paid. So that's really cool. And it still qualifies you for perks as long as it equals over 100 PV. So here's your subscription. You open it up. The other subscription there is your membership renewal. I never touch that. I just leave that alone. So here you can see you have your shipping. You have your payment. My next order is scheduled for 11/2 because I just had one go through. You can go here and you can change the date. See, I have all of these options for the entire month. It will not let you set a date past the 28th. And that is because, for any month at all, period. That is because we need to make sure that all subscriptions have gone through on the 28th. And if something is wrong, something has happened, maybe a credit card was declined or something, we still have 2 or 3 days, depending on the month, to correct some issues. So even if somebody signs up on the 30th or the 31st, their subscription for the following month is going to be set up on the 28th, just so you can know and you can let them know. Otherwise, I have all of these days I could choose from if I wanted to. And I can change it over and over and over. You need to try to make sure if you need to make a change on the date, make sure it's 24 hours before your subscription is set to go through. Let's see. So then here you have all of the products that you've ordered. And you can see on my next one, I'm getting the Plexus body cream. It says 0 PV because I redeemed my perks for that. So it is going to come in November with my subscription order, just as an additional, and I didn't have to pay for that. That's really cool. So you can cancel your subscription here, but you never, ever want to do that. And you want to encourage your people to not do that because you are earning perks every time you let it go through. And, you know, things like free shipping. We have all kinds of extra little things if we just leave it on. Push the date back if you need to. Split it up into 2 subscriptions if you need to, but try not to cancel it so you can keep earning perks for free product. When you want to add something, you just click this here, add product to this subscription. And just FYI, it will not let you take everything out. So the best bet is to go ahead and add what you know that you do want and then come back and remove what you don't want. I hope that makes sense. I almost asked if it made sense, but nobody can answer me right now, could they? So that's that. That's your subscription and how to play with that. Now let's go to perks. I just redeemed all of my perks, so my perks portal looks a little pitiful. But here's your portal. It's going to tell you how many you have. When you first signed up, you got 250 perks. And so when somebody lets a subscription go through the second month, they should have enough to renew for perks. So you can go here to redeem perks, and it's going to break down it's got it by amount, all of these options that they have to redeem. And when they redeem a perks product, it is going to come with their next subscription. So if I got in here right now and redeemed a perk and my subscription was set for October 14th, it's going to come that quickly. But since I don't have another subscription order until November, that's when mine is going to come. It's just going to come whenever the next subscription is set. So it's pretty cool. I mean, everything here, and it's basically 10 perks points equals basically $1. So Plexus Ease is 350 perks. And if you go to the website, we pay about $35 for a bottle of Ease. So that's how that correlates. So there's perks, there's your subscription. Now let's go to your back office. A lot of people get confused here. You can access it here. It says virtual office, or you can go over here to this little hamburger icon and click here, my virtual office. This is what takes the most time to load usually. And refresh, because I refresh my page often. Okay, so here's your dashboard. I navigate everything from here. Maybe in just a second. Okay, so you can see this first little box. It tells me my subscription's on. If I clicked here, it would take me back to the subscription page. This is my current PV. This comes from my orders, any retail or preferred customer orders. Now you have the option to have a retail customer and a preferred customer. A preferred customer is still going to get a subscription, but they're not going to be getting the wholesale cost and enrollment. They will save 10%, whereas a wholesale customer saves 25%, and they pay the annual fee, and they have the option to share their referral link. That's the difference between those two. This is how many points you have. So if you are pushing for a rank, this is where that's going to show you. So let's say that you have never helped anybody before. Your next rank is going to be silver. That's going to be 15 points. That means that you helped personally 3 people. 140 points, you can divide that by 5. That's how many people have ordered so far this month on my team. And new ambassadors, we have helped 3 people get started on their journey this month. And you can click here just for privacy. I will not, because people may not want their names shown, but you can click here and it's going to give you a list of all the new ambassadors, and you can open that person's name and it will tell you who their sponsor is and all of that stuff. I can do the same thing here with the points and ranks. I can click here and it's going to open a list of every single person on my team. Whether they've ordered or not, I can see every single person. I can see when they have a subscription set. I can see their order history usually, but I cannot see personal information. I can't see social security numbers. I can't see credit card numbers, none of that stuff. That's where all of that is. This is customer stuff. So you can see all of my PV has come from my personal orders so far this month. And you can scroll down. It has a perks dashboard here. So I'm set to earn 100 points this month, just based on what my subscription was. And I currently have 30 because I spent them all. This right now is our Leaders Retreat Contest dashboard. If you just started, we're coming up on the tail end of Leaders Retreat Contest. It started in July. People are earning free trips to Phoenix. It's really exciting. Some other things here in your back office. I'm going to go skip here to Training Center. You have resources upon resources here. Click and learn. Just click and learn. Sharing Plexus. This is all kinds of shareables. Graphics and information and things like that. My Plexus print, which is right here. T-shirts, hats, card decals, all kinds of stuff are here. Notebooks, I think. There's tons of business cards, brochures, all of that. And then my business. This is also going to be something you utilize. This right here is your fast start. Again, I'm not going to click it just for privacy. That's going to give you a list of everybody who is going to be eligible for a fast start bonus. So let's say you joined September 14th. You are going to be on my list to be eligible for fast start silver by October 14th, and I'll be able to see that. your perks report. You can click there, and there's some things you have to change. You can see like you can change it to 3 days and see who has canceled their subscription in the last 3 days. And it's going to tell you like, hey, you need to check on this person because they have canceled their subscription and they're going to lose this many perks. And that just kind of gives us leverage to be like, oh my gosh, you're going to lose 550 perks. You don't want to do that. That's basically $55 worth of free product. So that's what we use that for. And then it basically has the same links that are here on the dashboard: new ambassadors, points and rank up, PV, commission summary. That's where you will click after you've been paid for the month. You'll click commission summary, and it's going to give you the date, it's going to give you the month, and it's going to give you how much that your commissions are going to be. You can open that and it'll break it down as to where each dollar amount came from. And then rank advancements, if someone on your team is going to rank up, that will be there. It'll have their name, it'll have their previous rank and their new rank to come. Okay, I think that's it for the office for now. Always ask questions. If I didn't cover something here, you can ask. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. So you're interested in sharing, you have started sharing, something like that. I just want to go over, just keep in mind, somebody needs what you have. I would not be here with Plexus if it had not been for somebody on my Facebook page sharing their heart out about Plexus, because I never would have known that that was an option, because I never would have heard of it. So somebody needs what you have, so be unapologetic in sharing, especially if it's blessed your life. It's going to have a ripple effect, because you're going to touch someone's life and they're going to be blessed and they're going to want to touch someone's life, and it's just going to keep going. And everybody, I mean, I had this personal mission to bless the whole wide world with Plexus because we all need it, and it's been such a blessing. And that's duplication. That's just building down, down, down. I encourage you to post 3 or 4 days a week. I usually do 5 to 7. It just depends on the week. The Facebook algorithm, just so you know, you're going to be more likely to get more attention on your post between maybe like 8 and 9 in the morning and 11 to 1 in the afternoon, and then after 5 p.m., but no later than 8-ish. I know, it's crazy. You research Facebook algorithms and see what's best for you. I usually try to stick with about 11 a.m. and about 5 p.m. if I'm going to post, because that seems to get the most attention. Let's see. Keep it personal. Show your pretty face. Show your own pink drink on your own porch or with your own kids. Just, use your own stuff. Sometimes it's appropriate to take a pretty graphic. That's fine. I do that too. But try to show your face too. Let people know that this is for real for you. Post non-Plexus too. Post about those pretty babies. Post about school. Post about your job. Still do personal things, because you want people to know that you're still a person outside of Plexus, and you still, you're interesting in other ways. Keep it simple. You do not have to post this much about the benefits of active. Those are good sometimes. I try to simplify anything like that I share. But people want to know about you. They want to know why it helped you, how it helped you, why you did this, and why you keep doing it. So just keep it simple. Share testimonies. We have testimony groups, and you are welcome to share testimonies out of those groups, as long as it doesn't say that you can't. Sometimes it will say, and it'll be highlighted, and it'll say not for public sharing. That's off limits. And if you do choose to share something like that, copy and paste it and save the picture to your phone, because you don't want to just be sharing stuff. You want it to be personal, and you want it to be specific to your page. Even if you see something that I've posted or another Plexus person has posted that you like, save that post, and in a few days, give that person's post time to get its own attention. You copy paste it, tweak it to sound like you, and use a picture of yourself, and there you go. I borrow a lot of posts. I create a lot of my own posts, but I'm always happy to create you a post if you need help. People text all the time like, hey, can you help me build this? And I'll say, sure, what do you want to say? I'll build it, you tweak it, and we go from there. Okay, so you've been posting. Someone says, okay, I'm interested. I want to know more. That's scary. I remember the first time I posted and people were like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, I wasn't expecting to have to answer questions, so help. You are not an expert. I'm not an expert. Nobody's really an expert in this. Do not try to be the expert. Do not Plexus vomit all over these people. If this is your first, second, one of your first posts, just kind of say, hey, I'm kind of new at this, but my friend Sarah, she's been doing this a little bit longer. I'm going to start a 3-way chat with her, and she can answer your questions. And if not, she's going to help us figure out where to find it. keep it short and sweet. Start a 3-way chat with your upline, whether it's me or whether it's not. You don't have to be an expert. Answer only the questions that they're asking, okay? You want to find out their health goals. Some people will text you and they're ready to go because they've done their own research. So that person, you definitely don't need to be vomiting all over. You just help them get started. I recommend Triplex a lot, probably 90-95% of the time. And when I do, Jennifer Leith has an amazing Triplex video on YouTube. I send that to everybody. She's a biology major. She's been doing this forever, and she knows what she's talking about. I copy and I paste it and send it to them. It's 6 minutes. I say, hey, take 6 minutes, watch this video. Let me know what questions are left over after that. And she doesn't really leave many questions left over. We also have the testimony page. We have your wellness community. It's amazing. You can ask people's permission to add them to that and then tag them in relevant testimonies that may speak to them. And then, you know, maybe you've talked to somebody and they weren't ready at that moment. You still need to follow up. You don't have to bug them every single day, but every week or so, check in outside of Plexus. Comment on how pretty their babies are or how nice their house is looking if they're remodeled, you know, something like that. Check in outside of that. Comment on their stuff on Facebook, social media, whatever you're using. If you run into a testimony on the testimony page, or sometimes if you know what their health goals are, you look up a testimony specific to them and one day just send it to them and say, this made me think of you. I hope that's encouraging, and leave that alone. So the customer types, I kind of hit on that earlier. Because people are going to say, well, how much does it cost? And you're going to be like, I know that question scares me. I hate it. But I say, okay, you have the option to be a retail customer, and Triplex is going to cost you $160. Friends don't let friends do that. So your other options are, you can be a preferred customer, and you're going to save 10% on your products. It will set you up a convenience order, but it's super easy to get out of if you don't want it. It's only in place to help you stay consistent. And I say, but your best bet, and this is what I do and 95% of my friends do, become a wholesale customer. It's like Sam's or Costco. It generally has a $39.95 annual fee for you to be able to save 25% on your products. With it, you get a referral link that you can or don't have to share with friends. I try to make sure that that's clear, but you're going to save 25% on your products for the year. You're going to have the opportunity to earn perks. Like, that is the best bet. What do you think about that? So keep that simple too. So then you have helped somebody, and let's say you helped 3 people last month or in the last couple of months. That's kind of scary because now these people are under your care. So I want you, this is what I try to do. Check in weekly, especially the first month, check in with them weekly. Say, hey, I kind of keep it open for them. I say, hey, how's it going? Tell me something good. And that way they need to focus on, let me think of something good to tell her because she wants to know something good. But then I say, do you have any questions? You know, I know it's still kind of early, but how are you liking the way your pink drink tastes? How is everything fitting into life? What questions can I answer? And they're gonna say, I have no questions, or I have some questions. So if they do run into issues, they're gonna say, I just don't feel good. I'm bloated and blah, blah, blah. We need to be familiar. I want you to go in the testimony page and look up Candida die-off, because some people are going to experience this and it's gonna be in different levels. So you're gonna say, okay, tell me about your water intake. How much water are you getting? Because we need to be encouraging people to drink at least half their body weight in ounces. So if they weigh 150 pounds, they should be getting 75 ounces of water a day. We need to make sure that they're aware of die-off and that it's a possibility, but that it's a good thing. And they need to push through it because their victory is just on the other side, okay? You need to find out when they're taking their products, how many of their products they're taking, and which products they're taking. And if you don't know, it's okay to add them in a 3-way chat, or just reach out to your sponsor or me and say, hey, this person is experiencing this. What do we need to do? We're a team and we're all in this together to make sure everybody's successful, okay? So when somebody has signed up with you, I want you to send them a message that says, and try to make it a voice message that says, I am so excited for you. I want you to let me know as soon as your products are sitting on your doorstep, and we're going to get you going on this. Now, I want you to remember that in order to have the best results, you need to commit to 60 to 90 days. And in that time frame, you're going to notice so many things. I'm right here with you through all of it, and I can't wait to see where your journey takes you. Something like that. Be personal, be excited, because if you're excited, they're going to be excited. Get you a planner if you have to. Let's say you had a huge month where you helped 6 or 10 people. You're going to have to keep up with them and when they signed up, because some new things that I have learned that I'm going to start doing, keep up with their subscription, because about 3 days before their subscription is set to go, I want you to send them a message that says, hey girl, or hey friend, your convenience order is set to come through in about 3 days. How are you feeling about your product? How are you feeling about your regimen? Is there anything that we need to tweak or change? I'm ready to help you do that. They're either going to respond, yes, I'm good to go, that's what I want again, or they're going to say, yeah, let's make some changes. And you help them decide what their goals are and help them move forward with that. Something else that's new that I am trying to do as well, after their second order has gone through, then they have enough perks to redeem. And a lot of people, we're letting perks just fall by the wayside. We're forgetting that that's an option for people. So after their second order has gone through, tell them, oh my gosh, your second order has come through. How exciting is this? You now have enough perks to redeem for a free product. Would you like me to help you figure out what free product you might want with your next subscription? And then go through with them, have them look and see how many they have. It should probably be about 350, and help them see what their options are for that, and help them be excited about free product, and make sure they know you can let it sit there and bank and save for something big, or we can redeem it right now. It's totally up to you. And then also make sure that they know that they got a referral link when they signed up, and that is to be used to help friends get started, and that all we want to do is reach as many people as possible. Help them build their first post if they want to. Help them realize that it's not a scary thing, that even just helping one person is a blessing. And accountability takes us so much further than trying to do it alone. So be bold in your sharing. Be bold in making sure that people know that they have a referral link and that that's an option for them. Make sure they get in our team page so that we can lift them up and they can see, how excited we all are about things that are going on. I think that's all. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me. Don't hesitate to do so. And let's just do this thing. Let's just share with the world how much we love what we have. It's such a blessing. Thanks for being here. See you later.